Welcome to Jalen and Jacoby. Marcus Spears in for Jalen Rose. Really appreciate you doing the show. We have a lot to get to.
Always a pleasure.
Marcus is going to tell us who's going to win the Super Bowl. I've got some predictions myself. We got soft move or boss move later, but right now we start with Anthony Davis.
AD.
Fresh off a win in Houston, the Pelicans were hosting the Nuggets last night, and all the action happened before the game, not during the game. We all know with all the controversy swirling around him, they have a hype video that they play before the game, and they have taken Anthony Davis's face out of the hype video. All of the parts that had Anthony Davis in it, which you can imagine were more than a couple because he's Anthony Davis, are no longer appearing. Not the biggest deal in the world, but still something. Someone had to make that decision.
It's a big deal.
Why is it a big deal?
Because you sell your stars. They can't sell Anthony Davis because he won't be there. That's the first sign for me. Like, let's not be the people in media that's always speculating, right? If somebody take their marquee player out of the things that have always been hot sellers for them, he's gone.
He's gone. This isn't a Kobe Bryant when the Lakers, when he wanted to get a trade, when he ended up paying. Like, he's gone. If someone had to make a phone call. Look, I work in television production. Someone had to make a phone call. Had to call somebody else, who called somebody else, called somebody else. Then someone's got to get in the edit room and take out Anthony Davis and remix it and add different shots and make sure it's still the same time and all that. Like,
to your point, Cole, he was in a lot of it.
He was in
a lot of it. So to remove him was literally removing him.
So now what they said, because they're media savvy too, they came out and said they removed him because they were afraid that there'd be a negative reaction from the crowd.
So they wasn't afraid of the actual person being there?
Yeah, because what actually happened when he walked out of the tunnel, there was like very, very, very maybe a few people booing.
Look, it's what's gonna happen, right? We saw Cleveland have a meltdown and burn everything LeBron James when they decided to leave, right? Yeah. Like, fans have evolved to the point where they know, especially in the NBA, where they know if our star is not in the market or if he's not in position to win, more than likely he's gonna get out of here.
That's a good point.
Right?
Well, also there's this information. My man Woj, he's always got the information.
He don't sleep.
He said that the Pelicans have, quote, no interest, end quote, in a deal between the Lakers and the Pelicans that would move Anthony Davis to join LeBron in Los Angeles. No interest in doing that right now.
Kobe, if I had something you wanted bad, and I said I had no interest in having a conversation with you about what you want, how much leverage have I just created?
A lot. Makes me want him more. And here's the thing is they may have interest in moving him.
That's what they do.
But you know what? It's like, we don't have to show interest until 24 hours before the trade deadline. Then we can work something out.
Like, look, this can go down in Pelicans history as one of the best trades they ever made.
Could.
Or it could go down as the franchise that got everybody fired, right? Yeah. The franchise move. So regardless of what those two outcomes are, you got to play coy to get the most. What you expect Bill to come out and do? Hey, we open.
Yeah,
like we open for business. Everybody send.
We're trying to get him out of here. We'll give you 70 cents on the dollar. We just don't want him around anymore.
If I got the lack, if I got the 87 lack with the dual tires on the back and the tire on the hood, and that's the car you've been looking for your entire life. That's the car that's gonna take you to the next level to get you that girl you've been trying to get forever. I'm gonna tell you can't get that car till you give me 30 more thousand, right? That's like, let's do this. That's negotiating.
Let's imagine, because all the experts are saying that he's not going to get moved by the trade deadline. Bobby Marks said there's like a 1% chance that he get moved before the trade deadline, which is shocking to me because it's a trade. So they do know more than us. They know more than us. So let's imagine that it plays out that way. Trade deadline comes and goes. Couple people get moved here and there. Don Maker, Marquise Chris, whatever. But Anthony Davis stays with the Pelicans. You've been in the locker rooms. You've played ball. How does that play out? Like, what is the locker room vibe between his current teammates and him now on the plane, at practice, on the court? How does that play out?
It depends on what kind of teammates you have, right? If you got the kind of teammates Pittsburgh had when Le'Veon Bell was holding out, it's going to be a terrible situation.
Yeah.
Right? If you got teammates in the locker room that's sure about their position, they like, hey, he doing what's best for him. And that's my brother, and I rock with his decision. I don't like the fact that he leaving. I don't like that he want to go play somewhere else. But that ain't no indictment on me. We all pros. Now, if you got a group of guys that take that approach, then they'll be fine. But more than dude, it's just uncomfortable. Like, Imagine somebody close to you being at your crib and they there because they being forced to stay there, but they don't want to be there. You in a position like, man, this is awkward, man. Like, I love this dude. I like this dude. We battled together for a long time, but he don't want to be here no more. He don't want to share this house with me anymore. But right now, he can't leave. Right? It's just awkward.
There's so much discussion about Anthony Davis joining LeBron James, but neither of them are playing basketball right now.
Neither one of them.
You know, we've got Anthony Davis is hurt. He's got his finger hurt. Who knows how serious that is? I'm not going to say that he's faking it or whatever, but like, we'll see how he deals with injuries the rest of the season if he stays with the Pelicans.
AD ain't doing nothing we ain't seen, no, Cole.
Oh, of course.
Like, Kawhi did the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Kawhi just did this. Jimmy Butler just requested a trade and put Minnesota under the fire to get him out of there, right? So as soon as Rich Paul made this announcement, he knew all hell was going to break loose in the NBA.
And the thing is we knew this was coming the whole time anyway. When he signed with Rich Paul, we all saw this coming. It's like, so all my friends asked me, like, isn't this big news? It's like, not really. If you just said it, he said what we all knew.
He said what we all knew.
He said what we all knew.
Yeah.
So then you got LeBron James. Remember Christmas when they waxed the Warriors? Yeah. It was feels like a long time ago, doesn't it?
It was a while
Over a month ago. He strained his groin then. Still hasn't played. It's now been 17 games, the longest he's ever missed in his career. So now you've got LeBron James. We all thought he was going to come back Thursday night, tonight, against the Clippers. He has now announced that while he's playing scrimmages and he's practicing, he's doing scrimmages, he's fully ready to go, he's not playing tonight against the Clippers, which surprises me. Because I assumed he would play against the Clippers, which gives him one game before he plays against the Warriors again in primetime on ABC at 8:30. So my question for you is, do you think he comes back for his first game back from 18 games out to play against the Warriors on ABC in primetime?
Yep.
You think he can do that?
Yep.
If it was someone else, I would say maybe not. Maybe
not.
That's not the stage. Maybe that's not when you want to get back. But with LeBron James, I literally think he can do anything.
Has he not done anything?
He's done everything.
He's done everything we ever thought we could see from a great player in basketball. So look, this is not about LeBron not being ready. This is about LeBron doing what the hell he want to do.
Oh yeah,
LeBron don't want to come back until he play Golden State. Now, if we find out he don't want to play in this next game, it's gonna be because LeBron doing what the hell he want to do. Like we not like ain't nobody telling LeBron, hey, you got to get back for the Warriors game. It damn sure ain't Luke Walton.
People ask questions. How you feeling?
How you feeling?
You ready to go?
You ready to go?
Oh, you okay?
Yeah. Well, and then they come to us and they say,
if he says, yeah, I'm ready to go, they don't say, oh, you know what? We want to take this careful. We don't want to rush you back. They do whatever he says.
They do whatever he says. And then LeBron might want to come back against Golden State because of what we previously was talking about to show AD, hey, man, we close. You make this move.
Yeah, because they waxed the Warriors on Christmas. On Christmas.
The only thing, like, I have a little bit of a pause. All right. I don't have pause about AD like going to LA. Magic got to be very strategic on who he sends, though, because I think he got some good pieces.
I don't think he has too much say in it, because you do look at this roster and you say, all right, you take away Kuzma, you take away Ball, you take away Ingram, you take away Zubac, take away a pick, and then everybody else you're left with is on a one-year deal. Like, this team is going to look very, very different next season, and it's probably 2 seasons away, even with AD, probably 2 seasons away from being in the finals.
No doubt.
I think that's fair to say.
And if you 2 seasons away, that put LeBron in his 18th year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this the first kink in the armor we've seen with LBJ.
Let me say something, Marcus. Let me say this on Wax, though. This is also good for business. KD leaving the Warriors, so good for business. Ew. AD wanting to come to the Lakers, so good for business. AD getting traded somewhere where he doesn't want to re-sign and then going to the Lakers, so good for business. All the drama in the NBA is one of the reasons the NBA is on the way up.
The NBA could literally have a separate reality show that has nothing to do with games.
No.
And it would be the most fire thing on TV.
I do this show every single day. I find myself doing less and less X's and O's breakdowns of games and more about this stuff, because stories are stories.
Stories are stories, bro.
And that's what's important. You know, we always talk about news, but right now it's time for news that really matters.
Okay.
Mr. Spears, you're from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Climate's very different down there. Here we are in the middle of a winter in New York City. How do you feel about these single-digit temperatures this morning?
I don't know what this means. My body don't know what this means.
Well, if you live in Missouri, you're kind of used to these kind of things. I'm kind of used to these kind of things growing up in the Northeast. And in Warrensburg, Missouri, the police have been proactive about this. They don't want to go outside. So they took to Facebook, and this is what they posted. So we're asking a favor, at least for the next 3 days. Can you keep the criminaling to a minimum? It's really cold out. Do yourself and us a favor. Stay inside. Be nice to each other. Watch reruns of Say Yes to the Dress. We hear from the firefighters. It's a really good show. Okay, thanks. So the police are out here asking criminals to stop criminaling nicely. What do you think about that move from the Warrensburg County Police Department?
I like that move. And it also tells the criminals we know who you are.
You know what the criminals are saying? We ain't going outside
anyway. We ain't going outside anyway, yo.
Exactly.
Like
we don't need you to ask us.
You can't move fast in this situation. And we going to be the only people outside, so it'll be easy to catch us, man. But look, Cole, this weather situation, bro, it is.
It's affected you. I can tell.
My body didn't know how to respond when I walked out of the hotel this morning. Like my face got tight, and it's like I had a weight sitting on my face.
Sometimes, and I'll make this brief. Sometimes when I walk outside and it's this cold out, I'm like, how did our species get here?
How did we do it?
Why don't we just travel south like the birds? Like, why are we doing this? This doesn't make any sense. Why is this city here?
Y'all welcome to Dallas. I'm a strongly worded email. You're welcome to come to my house in Dallas anytime, bro.
I got a lot of children. You're going to kick us out after 2 days. You're kicking us out after 2 days.
We're from the South. We hospitable.
When we come back, did Sean Payton wear a T-shirt sneak dissing Goodell? I think he did. Soft move or boss move is next.